Welcome back to Qatar and the Lusail International Circuit, a track that has a long history for two-wheeled motorsport action. But tonight, it's the four wheels of F1 that are back, and Lewis Hamilton going for another win here. We're back here in Lusail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Andrea Kimi Antonelli lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda and Piastri, Hamilton, Norris, Stroll and Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Lawson, Isaac Hadjar and Albon, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Gabriel Bortoleto and Ollie Behrman, Gasly and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula 1, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio's good.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, good work. Great pass. Brilliant job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
I'm not sure I should be happy for that, but I'm actually happy, so good.
He came, he saw, he conquered. It's victory for Gabriel Bortoleto.
With 5 race victories now, it's for the others now really to try and stop that momentum that they've got on their side, because before too long, they're going to be looking at the championship. It's theirs, it's within grasp right now, of course.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. Congratulations and well done. It's Gabriel Bortoleto. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one. The roar of the crowd can only mean one thing, really. Race day has arrived here in Abu Dhabi, and it's time to join our teams who are getting ready down on the grid. We have 16 corners here at Yas Marina Circuit, 7 to the right and 9 to the left. It's a total lap distance of 3.28 miles. 2 long straights and overtaking opportunities throughout the lap. And we expect average speeds of around 123 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Andrea Kimi Antonelli lines up on pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Piastri, Max Verstappen and Russell, Leclerc, Hamilton, Albon and Carlos Sainz, Lawson, Hadjar, Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Doohan, Pierre Gasly and Nico Hülkenberg. Behrman and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio's good.
DRS now enables. DRS enables. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
It's quite good.
And it's a win, and what a win for Gabriel Bortoleto.
And this really is, as we know, Crofty, a team game. And a performance from the driver like this today gives the team energy moving forwards. It's closely fought in the Constructors' Championship, and this will go a long way to boosting that energy as we move forward.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these three drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to celebrate. And that top spot waits for one driver. Today, it's Gabriel Bortoleto. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.